motion, hoping that the whole world gets the notion. I've been waiting for this minute for a minute, now I got it out my golf in a moment. Ha, sex mode, can't sugarcoat it. Beast mode, can't control it. Hold up, if you're looking for me right here, with a pen, I'm in here to make it all clear. That I gotta do it bigger and better and piecing the puzzle together for the people that never have let up. So fed up with the bullshit, me too. Like the world got a vendetta against you. Ain't no superhero coming for the rescue. Unless you ask me to do it, then I bless you. But wait, never too late. Take a deep breath, let it all marinate. Because the second that I do, I embrace my fate. And I gotta make a move because I am that great. All I want is all of y'all to ponder. A better man willing to take his dream farther. But all the other didn't even try to bother. Start up the engine until we restarted. Pardon me, moment doesn't happen often. So while we here, let's enjoy it and applaud it. Take a second before the night becomes morning. And tell those in the trust ahead they're gone. Mind open, eyes closed. My journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I think they ready for me. I think they calling for me. I think they waiting for me. I hear them calling. I hear them calling for me. Mind open, eyes closed. My journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I hear them calling. I remember when my days were so unsure. Now knowing what I'm living on this earth for. Now I know that I am what that us for.
I miss you guys. Where have you been? Well, I've been here. Not here, but just life. And I took a break. To be honest, I needed a break because if you don't take one, your body will take one for you. And so today's episode, we are talking about life and fitness and how it plays together. Because they go hand in hand. Life and fitness. There's things that we learn in fitness that relate to the body. And what happens is they also relate to life. Because we are a living body in life. We got that much chair.
I mean, you sound good.
That's cool. So we check right now. So today, y'all, just bringing out four main tips for life and for growth. Fitness and life, and they got the main tips. These are things that just have come over the past couple weeks. You know, share what you got. Alright, so listen up. Alright, so like I said, kind of break, sometimes family, still working like still training, and you know, just kind of living life, regrouping, and all that good stuff, right? So, anyway, enough about me on that. And the reason why I stress that is because we don't take a break, which is actually the first point. Like I said, our body takes one for us. So our first point of today, through life and through fitness, is take a break, all right? I'm not going to spend much time with you guys today. I just want to get you guys set up for the rest of the season, the rest of this year in this episode of the Still Higgins Fitness and More Show. Get y'all ready and up to date of what we are going to embark on. We got some new segments coming in and all that good stuff. But like I said, first we are going to take a look at these four main points. I'm talking about taking a break. I'm talking about getting out of your comfort zone, okay? And I'm talking about living it yourself first, okay? Whatever that is that you need and want, and being prepared. These are the things that we're talking about today, so listen up, all right? All right, so I'm going to go straight on in because I said I ain't going to be too long because it's going to be after 5 and I'm going to be in all kinds of traffic, right? So coming out of D.C., we got Howard University students coming back in. Georgia Avenue is packed, you know, it's a nice day outside too, so anyway. Like I said, take a break. This is what I mean. If you don't, your body will, because it's like science, like physics, it all applies, right? What do I mean by that? So I was going hard, working a little side job, training, show, life, house stuff, you know, family stuff, just life, everything, right? So what happens is, just as we, on the physical sense, the body takes a break or responds to stress, rather, right? You know, our mental responds to stress as well. So we want to first take a look at the body and how it responds to stress. Now, NASM, which is the National Association of Sports and Science, is one of the major certifications that you can get as a personal trainer or in that industry, right? So they have kind of put stress or the example of needing a break into what's called a GAS model, okay? So basically what that means is it comes in with three basic phases of that. Okay, yeah, we got some folks coming in the door. Anyway, like I said, the GAS model. GAS model breaks it down into three parts, or three reactions that the body goes through. Then this model, actually, if you think about it, is what happens on the kind of mental aspect as well. Alright? So what that means is that the first step is the alarm stage, right? Or if you, most have probably heard of it as the fight or flight reaction to any kind of situation, right? So fight or flight, you got fight or flight. So it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So your body's first response to, something traumatic, you see it and you're like, oh snap, what just happened? That's the fight or flight. And so you either respond or you run, right? So either you flew and or it beat you and then you lost the fight, right? So one of those responses is going to happen. It's going to kick in, and that's what's going to happen. Most of the time, so basically it's just the nervous system, okay? It's your nervous system saying, okay, you just put some kind of stimulus or some kind of stress on me that is being applied, and I need to figure something out, okay, right? So that's step one of the GAS model. Step two is the resistance model, right? So if you look at that from the life or from fitness, right? Fitness aspect of the resistance model goes, oh, so you're lifting weights, and at first you put that weight on, step one, you put that weight on, it's like, what the hell is this? You're probably moving it in a wrong way or really awkwardly, because that's your body saying, what the hell, right? Step two, the resistance. So in the weightlifting world or in the physical aspect, that's when you actually start to push it out the correct way and actually start doing the exercise or whatever it is the proper way and saying, hey, I kind of got this. All right, I'm in the zone. So in the mental aspect, it's like, okay, I've adjusted and I'm going through this and okay, I'm there, right? Step three comes in. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to step three. Step three can be a good thing or a bad thing, and depending on what it is, what that stressor is can make or break us, right? On the physical aspect, step three is the exhaustion phase, okay? With the exhaustion phase, that is when the body has broken down or has been doing the same thing for too long and has become exhausted, right? So this stress, okay, this stressor, this same thing has continued to break down the body in a way or break down the mind in a way, and you can't take it anymore, right? So this is where I say you have to take a break. If you don't physically or mentally, okay, either way, if you don't, we'll go with the mental first. If you don't mentally remove yourself from the stressor or mentally change the situation or change you in the situation or whatever have you, you're either going to break down from exhaustion if you don't take that break, right? Physically, if you notice some people do the same kind of workout all the time, and eventually they'll have a lifelong permanent augmentation to their body. They have, someone who did the rows all the time, their rotator cuff is messed up now because they did it excessively for too long, applying that same stressor to their body where their now rotator cuff will never work the same again. Take the break when you need it, okay? Don't let it break you, right? Y'all got that? Got that? Yeah, okay. Number one, gone. Let's see. What's up? Facebook has been in the house today. Deadskins. Like, someone really okay, football season is coming up. They didn't say hi. They just said Deadskins. And I haven't even heard from this person in quite a while, right? So what I'm going to do is not even give their name a shout out right now because they're like a what's that other team name? Fan. So we just going to skip right over that. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? Tiffany is let me way back at Tiffany. That's one of my awesome clients, right? I love her to death because Man, and this is one right here. Let me tell you, she is like straight up soldier, okay? This girl, and I don't even want to tell y'all the whole story because, well, I will bring her on the show. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I know she don't mind because she'll tell you herself, right? I'm going to tell you someone, you cannot make an excuse for yourself if you don't implement some kind of workout system in your life. This lady is battling 5 chronic illnesses and still worked out with me twice a week, doing kettlebell routines. She had she got her little thing on the side, little monitors for this. Sometimes she gotta check her sugar for this, but then she'd be like, all right, let's go, back to the ropes. Okay, so like Tiffany, straight soldier, right? The only reason why we're not training because her health took another turn for a second. But it's all right, she's doing great. She's still kicking. So if you don't have not one chronic illness, or 2 or 3 or more than 5, I don't want to hear it, okay? Seriously. Go Tiff. Love you, girl. All right? Straight up all day. To the rest of y'all. Okay, I got to go back. I see all the waves. I'm going to get to y'all. Hold on. We'll get to y'all in a second. I'm going to go back because I just did number 1, right? Number 2. Number 2 is awesome because this whole thing called comfort zone, right? It sounds real sweet, don't it? Like, because it's all fuzzy. Comfort. Oh, it's so nice. Comfort zone. It's some bullshit. Excuse my language, not excuse my language. Sorry, not sorry. However you want to say it. The comfort zone will keep you just that. Comfortable. And not all the time is comfortable a good thing. Secure is a good thing. I think people kind of mix the meanings of those words up. You know what I mean? But comfort is not good. Comfort means you're not growing. Nothing grows in comfort. Everything has to have some kind of turn, some kind of process in order to grow. So if you're comfortable, you're not growing. And most importantly, you're not allowing life's process to happen. Okay? Hold on. I just want to say this. Tiffany, I will be back soon. Love you too. She's coming back, so that means, again, her health situation is turning back around because she does not give up. Okay? She does not. She keeps going. All right, but we'll talk about that again later, right? Back to the comfort zone. The comfort zone will keep you just there. And I wish I could remember, actually I had a guest on my own big brother. He said that the comfort zone not only will keep you comfortable, but it will keep you dead, if you think about that. And then that's something, because if you think about being dead, you're not moving, you're not doing anything that you should be doing, you're not growing, you're decaying, you're dead and comfortable in the ground, because you're not moving, right? Think about it. Ain't that some shit? Your own father said that. Yeah, I got his daughter in the studio. She's also my intern, right? But, so yeah. You like think about it, right? Like the comfort zone is not is a process. No, the comfort zone should not be a part of the process. Sometimes we get there and you can allow yourself to feel what you need to feel and then go. So let me say this to the comfort zone and the workout and the fitness aspect. Some people get comfortable doing the same workout over and over because it gave them results at a certain point in their life. So they're like, yeah, I can stick with it. And that is, you know what I'm saying? That's where it is. It worked for me then, it's going to work for me now. So what happens is, on the physical aspect, your body gets used to that movement. Your body gets used to just living for that stimulus. It doesn't have to work harder, so it doesn't have to change. Listen to that. It doesn't have to work harder, so it doesn't have to change. Okay? You have to work harder for something to change. So if you add weight to it, up the resistance, okay, yes, you will change a little bit. But if you completely switch up your routine to something that makes you uncomfortable, to something you've never done before, which is typically what we don't want to do, is something that we need to do because it pushes us out of our comfort zone. Does anybody see how this like kind of all goes around into a circle? If you're in your comfort zone, you're not applying the stress, you're not growing, you're not even allowing the process to happen. because you're in that space. Now, the comfort zone can keep you there, and you are just comfortable being comfortable. So then what do? You spend all your life living this way. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it is to adapt to being uncomfortable, because that stress is not applied, right? It's just like on the physical aspect, taking someone who has never worked out but are so enthusiastic about working out, and they go into the gym and try to do everything that they've seen on TV, right? They try to do it all in one day, ain't never been in there. What happens? They go home, they don't want to go to the gym no more because their body's hurting. The stress that was applied was way too much. They didn't like how they felt the next day. All of that because they spent too much time in their comfort zone and tried to just jump out, right?
It worked.
They didn't allow that process in between to happen. They went from A to B. No process in between because they were still comfortable. You get what I mean? It's a process. Comfort is not, it may be part of the process, but if it's done too long, that's where that exhaustion sets in, right? Because you've done it too long. Just like I said in step 1 on the physical aspect. You've done that thing for comfort too long and it's broken you down, right? So, cool thing about comfort, right? And you can break out of it by doing something different, getting uncomfortable, right? Sacrificing something that you typically do for something that you know you need to do, right? Same thing as like I said on the physical aspect, I had a rounded shoulder, right? And I wanted to lift heavy weight. I wanted to bench like something serious. But I couldn't get beyond a certain weight because my shoulder was hurting and it would like really, really mess me up. So I was like, all right, well, I'm about to injure myself if I try to lift anything heavier. And guess what? I had to just leave it alone. Because I hadn't corrected the shoulder. I hadn't even looked at the shoulder and didn't think it was a problem. Then I found out it was rounded. And then I found out how to protect it or fix it. What I had to do to fix it was push-ups. What I hate doing? Push-ups. The very thing, but I needed push-ups to even lift heavier weight on my bench, right? And a friend of mine told me, she was like, how do you think you're going to lift heavy weight without doing these push-ups? Like, if you can't lift your own body weight up, you're not going to be able to increase your weight on lifting, heavier weight. And so I didn't want to do push-ups then. So I kept on trying to lift heavy, messed up my shoulder. Guess what I had to do? I had to stop lifting heavy and go all the way down and but all the way down and do push-ups. The very thing I hated, the very thing I didn't want to do, right? So now my shoulder is corrected, yay, from the push-ups and taking care of it and understanding that that was the problem and understanding that that needed attention first in order for me to do anything else, right? So that's what I had to do, right? And so my brother, he was kind of cool because he did the same thing. Now, he was on the show back in December, late December, and the cool thing then was that he had went from it was a 460 something, like he was almost near 500, and he dropped down on the show, he was like 260. On the show, I had went from 350 down to maybe like 250, right? I think we had one of those pictures. Do we have a picture of the past show? My brother and I, do we have that coming up? Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. That picture of us there, you can see that we were both a little thicker than we are right now, right? So cool thing there is I saw this guy about 2 weeks ago. And when I saw him, I didn't even believe, it was the weirdest experience because I'm sitting there talking to him and I'm like, who is this guy? Because for the first time in our life, in all our life, this dude was smaller than me. Yeah. So check this picture out right here, right? He is smaller than me in this picture. So in this picture, which was today, he's like 190 something. Right? And I think, like I said, he'd have been smaller than me. So he's like right now, he's like almost 20 pounds smaller, 15 pounds smaller than me. It's crazy, but I'm crazy proud of him. And the thing is, I'm talking to him, and I said, well, bro, what was you doing? Because you was at 260 for a long time. And he says, yes, I was. And I said, well, what did you do differently? He said, I did one thing different. I said, well, what did you do? He said, I stopped drinking my stouty beers. And so the whole time he was still working out, he was still going home and putting those calories back in with the beers. So his body was just maintaining the 260 for a long time. He stopped, made that sacrifice, stopped drinking the beers, increased his workout a little bit, and he got all the way down. Like, who does that? My brother was freaking awesome. So I love that, love that, love that. But this is what he did to hit his goal. This is what he did to grow, to better himself. He's in the best shape in his ever life. Like, not even as like an adult, just in his ever life, he's in his best shape in his 40s, and it's freaking amazing. And we, you know, he's doing it. We, like I said, we both lost another, together from that show, he's lost another 60 something, I've lost another 40 something. So that's a whole another 100 pounds lost between the two of us in just 8 months, right? So it can be done. Y'all already know, but you do have to get out of your comfort zone. You know, I'm doing workouts that I don't typically do or I didn't do. So here, you know, again, here it is. I'm in the skinny jeans, like the small section of my closet again, where I only got a little bit of clothes left that I can have fit. You know what I mean? So again, you have to get out of your comfort zone, all right? So we get that from the physical aspect, from the mental aspect. We can't think differently if we stay in our comfort zone, if we don't explore why we think the way we do, if we don't explore our life experiences to understand who we are. All of that takes place in order to grow, and in order to be and to live a healthy lifestyle, right? Because this all goes into play, all right? So look, we have done 2 of the good points, and we got 2 left. But today, I want to take a little commercial break, doing our commercial break, and say that, give a big condolences, heartfelt condolences, and a thank you to someone else who completely walked her path, completed her journey, and lived her life doing what she was supposed to do. And that was give us awesome freaking music. Thank you, Aretha Franklin, for all that you've given us in your life, all that you shared with us, the vulnerability, everything. To be an artist is someone to really give what's inside of them, and a lot of people don't understand that. So thank you. And this is, let me just tell y'all, this is one of my favorite songs by my girl Riri. Y'all check this out. We'll be back with 2 more tips for a healthy
me to love you. If you want, let me. It ain't no way for me to give you all you need. If you won't let me give all of me, I know that a woman's duty is to have and love a man, and that's the way it was for me. Oh, but how can I give you all the things I can if you're tying both of my hands? Oh, it ain't no way. Ain't no way. It ain't no way. Ain't no way. It just ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way.
hungry right now, but I just wanted to, you know, give y'all a little something. That's one of them joints, you know, you buy it by yourself, you listen to, you can zone out with, right? So anyway, we'll wrap up kind of quick, right? Because this traffic is about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. But not like wrap up. We're going to go through these 2 minutes too. Real quick. So like I said, the first one, we got to do what? We got to, what was the first one? The first one, we have to take a break. We have to take a break in life when it gets too hard or too rough or too much, because we don't want certain stresses or physical or mental to break us down or sit us down. We have to do self-care. We have to, you know, do all of that. Surround yourself with people that are good in your life and good for you and good to you. All that good stuff, right? So, the second one, getting out of your comfort zone, right? Stop being comfortable with things. We need to, you know, make sacrifices to get to where we want to go. We got to, can't do the same thing the same way. We have to, you know, learn and make new ways of doing things and do what's needed that we don't want to do. Main thing I learned with that one, you know, you have to. That's it. Comfort zone is only going to keep you dead. It's not going to make you grow. It's not going to make you progress, right? It's going to hold the process up. That's what the comfort does. Comfort holds the process. Y'all remember that, right? So number 3 is live it. Like you have to live the life you want. Like you have to really and actually create it. You get what I mean? You have to really create the life that you want by doing the things that are a part of the process, right? So it's like someone who says that they want to be a bodybuilder, but they don't want to actually lift the weight. So they think that they can just like diet and then maybe do some cardio and then go get there. They're not gonna get there. You know what I mean? You have to live it. Like when I came in today, I hadn't seen some of the guys for a while, and Jamie's like, dude, why do you look smaller every time I see you? And I'm like, dude, because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm living the example. I'm walking the path. I can't ask y'all to, go do all this stuff and I don't do it myself, right? So again, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta keep it up. You have to live it. If you are a boxer, you better be boxing and running. This, that, and the other. If you're a teacher, you better be teaching. You better be thinking of better ways to educate. You better, you know what I mean? You have to be thinking of different ways to reach your kids and understand them and understand their needs and all that. Yeah, I can be a trainer that doesn't train. It's not really a trainer. A football player has to play football. You have to do and live what it is. I remember when I was in high school and I was like, I wanted to play basketball, right? So I was playing basketball. I played for the fall league and I was like I just wanted to play a little bit. I was like, these people I'm not a baller. On this level, you gotta be like a baller. And I wasn't ready to eat, sleep, and live basketball at that time. So I was like, yeah, y'all can have that, right? Because I wasn't willing to live it. At that point, the competition is high. I didn't want to live it. I was okay doing something else. So, but you get what I mean? This is what I live this stuff. So it's easy for me, or things come to me easier. I'm not gonna say it's easy for me because it's still a challenge. There's still growth. There's still things that are hard. There's still hard stimulus and all that good stuff. So, but if I don't live it, if I don't take the first step, I couldn't tell y'all anything about this plant-based life. I wouldn't be able to tell you guys anything, right? Have to live it. So you live the life. You create the life. Same thing in the gym. When you want to reach a certain goal, and you tell your trainer this goal that you want, your trainer sits down, or should sit down, and write out research specifically the exercises that you need to hit your goal, right? So that you can live it, so that in a day's time, you have gone through and actually lived this thing, right? So you have to live it. Mental side, you have to live the life that you cannot be an angry person and want to be around happy people. You're going to infest those happy people with your anger. It's not going to work, right? If you want to be healthy, you can't be eating McDonald's. It's just not going to help you get to your goal. It's not going to help the mental, at all, or the physical at that point, especially McDonald's, and that's a whole nother show. We've done some of that on there, but same thing. So all of that is a part of living it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need to live it yourself, right? Like, you can't ask someone for something that you're willing to give yourself. If I wouldn't ask someone to use their car, if I wasn't willing to let somebody use mine, right? So there's certain things that you just have to, if you want in life, you have to live yourself, right? And that's period. I think that's pretty self-explanatory on both parts, life and in fitness. The last one, and I'm gonna leave, well, I'm not gonna leave y'all like this, but the last point, prepare. You have to prepare for what you want in life. You have to prepare for what you want in fitness. If you don't take those preparations, if I say I want to eat healthy but I haven't meal prepped, then I don't probably want to eat healthy, or at least it's going to cost me if I'm buying it out, right? But typically you want to save money and lose weight, right? So, but again, if I don't prepare, I'm not going to be there, right? If you don't mentally prepare for what you're about to go through, you're not going to, I mean, we don't always know what we're going through, but if our mental isn't right, we're not going to be able to go into anything, right? So everything's going to be affected if we don't take care of that first, our mental, right? So again, in life, this happens on both sides, and some of that poor preparation can hold us back before we even get to understanding the process in life, okay? And I think that's a good, that's a good one right there. But before we go, I just want to introduce two new segments coming to the show. First one is Vegans Eat, all right? We are exploring restaurants that either offer a vegan menu or are a fully vegan restaurant, all right? And we are going out to them. We are going to partake in their food. You guys are invited. More info on that will be coming soon. September will be our first restaurant to explore, and it is Infused Restaurant over there in Temple Hills or Camp Springs area off of Allentown Road. We got a picture right there of some good old lentils and chickpeas and collards that the executive chef over there not only is offering a vegan menu, but also a vegan food truck coming to y'all. So can't wait, super excited about that. The other one, September's challenge. September's challenge is crazy. Some of y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but if you do it, you're gonna be right there with me. So September's challenge, 100 minutes a week on the Stairmaster for a total of 400 minutes for the month of September on the Stairmaster. However you get it, I don't care, but that is the challenge, all right? So I'm gonna leave y'all like this for the week, all right? Listen, I've given y'all 4 good tips. Take a break, get out your comfort zone, prepare. And what was the third one? I just closed the book. Yes, you gotta live it, right? You gotta live it by the example. All of that is part of the process. All right, I want to share something with y'all real quick before we go. Let me show y'all this little picture right here, real quick. This picture of me. All right, this picture of me on the right, or yeah, on the left. I am probably like a year old. My mom had made me this outfit because she was like, oh my gosh, I got a little girl and now I could dress her up type of thing, right? But if you see, I have on a workout outfit. You could tell it's the 80s too. I got the leg warmers on and all that good stuff, right? My mother must have knew something, right? Maybe she knew that I was going into fitness, or maybe she just thought I was cute, right? Or something. So from that to going through life, experiencing the things I have, weighing 350 pounds and all of that, to the picture on the left, on the right, as a certified personal trainer and walking in her field, you can't stop destiny. If you do the process, it will come. You will walk how you're supposed to walk. It won't fail. If you're destined to be something great, start the journey. Take care of you mentally and physically, and you will walk in your purpose. And that's all I got for y'all today. I'm out. Peace. See y'all next week.